Hey everyone, I'm Vinay. I'm working as a Flutter developer at Optiblack, and today I'm going to talk about feature flagging, something that's used almost everywhere in modern softwares, from big tech companies to smaller apps. Everyone's using it. But when it comes to mobile applications, especially in Flutter or even in native frameworks, there's not a lot of clear practical content out there on how to actually implement it or simply set it up. So I thought I'd make this video where I'll be explaining what feature flagging is, why it's useful, and how you can set it up cleanly in your own app, step by step. So let's get started. Before diving into feature flagging and what it is actually, let's first understand intuitively, like why do we need it? So here I've taken an example. Suppose you do have your own app, right? It's already deployed, and you have developed a feature which is really important to you, which is really exciting, and you just want that feature to be available to certain set of audience. Let's say you just want that feature to be available to premium members only, and not your non-premium members, right? So in this case, what you will do, like what would be your approach? Maybe you can deploy a different builds for different set of audiences. You can deploy a different build for your premium members and a different build for your non-premium members. But I'm sure you have never seen anyone doing it, because this is not an optimized way. This is not something that you should do in software engineering. Plus, deploying different builds for different audiences is not ideal. So here, what it comes to feature flagging, that you need to display, you need to disable a set of features based on conditions that, okay, this is my premium member, so this feature will be visible, right? So this is actually what is feature flagging. Now coming on to its official definition, feature flagging is a software development technique that lets you enable or disable specific functionality at runtime, right? So without deploying new code, your specific functionalities, your specific features, you can disable them or you can enable them at runtime, right? So feature flagging gives you that capability. So now, then a big question that arises here is that why feature flagging even matters, right? Uh, like what can I do with feature flagging? What all benefits, what all advantages I do have with feature flagging? So coming on to it, I've created a diagram for you. Let me just explain this to you part by part. First and foremost advantage of is the feature rollout, right? So you can release new features in stages or behind the scenes without pushing an update to Play Store or App Store, right? You can just simply uh, put this condition, put these checks in your application before deployment, and you can make that feature available after that is totally tested out. After that it's totally developed, right? Second one is that you can test features. You can enable certain set of features for certain people so that they can test it out for you, which is widely known as beta testing. So this is a really cool advantage of feature flagging, where you can just enable some set of feature in the same build, in the same deployment of yours to certain number of people, right? Third one is if something breaks, right? Uh, Now that whatever feature goes wrong or crashes in production, right? That's where instant rollback comes in, right? You don't need to patch up, you don't need to redo your code, you don't need to review it and just deploy a new build. You can just toggle a switch off that, okay, this feature is not uh, right now. This is not working well. So just disable this, and after reviewing the code base, after making it fine again, we can enable it again, right? The last advantage of feature flagging is subscription-based access. The one which I've already told you, the one which I've provided you the example of. you may want some features available to only paying users or unlock additional tools based on plan tiers. That's when subscription-based access comes in. So feature flags makes it super clean and scalable to manage access like this, right? And to understand feature flagging's core concept, to understand feature flagging in a much general sense, we'll focus on the last one, that is the subscription-based access, right? I'll try to set up an application uh, where we can just integrate subscription-based access, and yeah, we can code it up. Right? Uh, okay, now so we are going to implement subscription-based feature flagging to check if uh, like the problem statement is the subscription based feature flagging is to check if current user subscription allows a certain feature to be engaged for that user or not, right? So we'll build an application where we'll be having four simple containers which says, yeah, I'm feature one, feature two, feature three, and feature four, and we'll check according to the user's plan, according to the user subscription plan, that okay, your subscription plan contains this feature, so you are eligible for this, and this container will be shown to you. If the user is eligible for feature 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, then all these three containers will be visible. So our main goal is to create this simple screen. So, okay, in order to build this, right, what comes to your mind uh, when you uh, when you first see this, right? Uh, Definitely, we'll need some check that tells us, okay, your user is subscribed to this subscription plan, and this subscription plan contains this feature. So we can show one of the containers based on that. So let's suppose I do have something called feature manager, right? Which tells me, okay, your user can access this feature because he or she has this in the plan of theirs, right? So let me just create a rectangle over here and say I'll create it. Yeah. Let's call it as feature manager, right? This is this is uh, this is something which tells me, okay, this feature is in your subscription plan and you can access it. Now, what uh, okay, this feature manager like helps me out in my case, but uh, what will help this feature manager to determine, okay, this feature is in your subscription plan, right? In order to make my feature manager work, I need to provide my feature manager two basic things. First is what are the total features in my application, of course. Second, what is the what are the subscription plans that my application supports, so that it can check in those subscription plans. Okay, this feature is registered in this, and the user can show this, right? So let's just provide this feature manager with two basic things that it requires. First one is the features, of course. Uh, features and yeah, features, and I'll just duplicate this. And second one is the subscriptions, right? So these are the two things that will be required by my feature manager. But these are two separate things, right? In my subscription, I do have subscriptions like, okay, golden tier, silver tier, diamond tier, right? In features, I do have feature one, two, three, four, etc. But I want a mapping between them. That okay, my this subscription contains these set of features, my this subscription contains this set of features, right? So I want a feature mapping also in between them, which tells me, okay, now this feature is available in this subscription plan, right? So I'll just create a circle over here like this, and make it a text. It says feature mapping, and let's make it to center. So this is my feature mapping, which interacts between my subscription and features, and which also tells my feature manager now that okay, you are subscribed, your user is subscribed to this subscription, and you are asking me that okay, if this feature one is available in that subscription, so I can tell you that. I can clearly tell you that. I can tell you in terms of Boolean values. Okay, true means this feature is available for your user. False means no, this feature is not available for your user. So yeah, this is the basic fundamental. This is the basic logic that we can build our feature flagging with. Now, let's just establish all these concepts in terms of code and in terms of classes, of course. So here is my application. Is my simple Flutter app, a Flutter demo application, in which I've just created a home screen. That home screen has one container in it, which says, "Hey, I'm feature one," right? And yeah, nothing there. There's also an app bar which is feature flagging demo. Yeah. So let's just establish our feature flagging. So I'll just create a folder over here. It's core, and in this, I'm going to create a feature flagging. Ouch. And inside this, I'll create a class called features. This will tell me that these are the number of features that you have in your application, irrespective of your plans, right? So I'll create a class with features, and I'll write down all the features in it. Now you can add different data structures to write them down according to your use case, according to your condition, according to the logic you want to implement. But for the sake of simplicity, I'll just write them down in terms of strings, right? So I'll create static constant string, let's say feature one is equal to feature one, right? And I'll just copy this, and feature two, this is feature two, this is feature three, and this is feature four. So these are my features. Of course, you can name them in whatever way you want. Now I just want to create one more thing, which is my subscriptions, right? So let's create subscriptions dot or rather subscription plans. Over here, I'll just create a class. Uh, will will let's just not create class. You can create the class, of course, but let's create something that is more simple. Let's use enums in place of class. Right? It's called as subscription plans, and in that I do have a simple create plan. Yeah, I do have a uh, golden period plan. I do have a time period plan. Yeah, these are all the three plans which I have in my application. And now I just want to create a mapping between my subscription plans and my features to let my application know, okay, your silver tier plan contains these features, your golden tier plans contains these features, right? So mm, let's say over here, I'll just create one feature mapping, and I'll create a map of it. Map type my subscription plan, and now one subscription plan contains a list of features, right? So you can use list or even you can use set. Here I'll use set of type string because my features are nothing but string, right? So the string, and let's call it as feature map. That's it. This is a map. I need to provide it key value pairs. So my key over here is my subscription plan. So subscription plans dot silver tier plan, let's say, and in which I need to create a set of my features. Features are my features dot okay features dot feature one, features dot feature okay features dot feature two, features dot feature three. No, in silver tier plan, let's just say I do have only one feature of my application there, right? And I'll just copy this and start. Let's say that I do have golden tier plan in which I do have feature one, and in this I do have feature two as well. Again, here in diamond tier plan, I do have feature one, features, feature two, features of feature three, features of I do have these features available in my feature mapping, right? Now, okay, I have everything, every dependency ready for my feature manager class. That is my that is my main class, which tells me, okay, this is the feature you have in your subscription plan. You can go ahead with it. So I'll just create a feature manager, right? In this feature manager, I'll create it as a class, of course. Now, I need to first provide this class my subscription plan, right? At the start of my application. That, okay, feature manager, this is my subscription plan, and throughout my application, you just tell me that if that feature is available in my subscription plan, which I have just provided you at the initialization, right? So, while initializing it, I just want my subscription plans current right. So, simply you can initialize it in this way that, okay, feature manager, this dot current feature, okay, yeah. But see, when uh, you don't want the instance of this class to be changed, right? You don't want to invoke any other instance other than the one you initialized with the current subscription plan at the start of your application, right? So here what I can do is I change this thing of it, current subscription plan. And now I don't want I don't want this thing. I want a singleton design pattern over here, right? So in Dart, you can easily do this by declaring your constructor private first, and after that, in that constructor, you can just ask your final fields in it, right? So I just want to provide this instance in an instance, right? So static uh, feature manager underscore instance. I just want to use it inside my this class, and let's just make it available. Yeah. Now, during the initialization time, let's say static uh, initialize feature manager, in which you just need to provide your current subscription plan, subscription plan, current subscription plan, and over here, yeah, over here, you need to provide the instance underscore instance the feature manager. Yeah, that's it. Now you need to create a getter to get this instance out. So static uh, get instance over here, if your instance is still null, right? You have not initialized your feature manager at that time. You just need to throw an error, right? Feature manager is not initialized yet. And okay. Else, just return your instance. So you have created your getter, you have initialized a feature manager, and according to use case, you can also create one more uh, method, which is a reset. The functionality of which is to just reset your instance, now, like this. And now comes the main part of your feature manager, right? Which is a method which tells you that okay, this feature is available in your subscription plan. So I'll just name it bool. Maybe is feature available, right? And over here required uh, required string feature. So this method requires an argument, which is the feature, right? And you just need to return a boolean true and false. You can simply do this by, since you know that this you have already created the feature mapping, so you can call this feature mapping, in which you just need to pass the key that what plan you're on, which is your current subscription plan. And then then call a method which is contains, which will ask that key that okay, is this feature is contained by you. So just pass in your feature, and if no key like that exists, so just false. Right. So this is your feature manager, which actually helps you out to get your get your uh, plan details, and of course which tells you what feature you can see or not, right? So yeah, okay, I do coming on to our home page, I do have this container right now. What I can do, I can just copy this. I can down over here. Paste it down over here. Paste it over here, right? So this is my one, this is two, this is three, this is four, right? And let's just change their colors. Now, first one is amber, second maybe orange, third maybe blue, and fourth maybe green. Yeah. So if I just run this application, so yeah, this is your containers. I'm feature one, I'm feature two, I'm feature three, and I'm feature four. All these are visible right now. All these now are visible right now because you have not established your feature manager over here, right? So what can you do over here is you can simply yeah. put some conditional checks over here. Before doing that, you just need to go in your main.dart file. And here at the very beginning, at the start of your application, wherever you need to write your logic, I can do it over here as well. Feature manager dot initialize feature manager, and in which, yeah, current subscription plan. So subscription plans dot, let's say you are in silver tier like this. And let's first restart this, and in home page, in my container, I'll just simply put a conditional check that uh, feature master dot instance, that is our instance, right? And uh, is feature available? And you just need to write down the name of the feature, right? So again, media features dot feature. Okay. You can put this conditional check, see, and here feature one is a one. Two. Over here you can see feature 2 is not visible now because we are in silver tier plan and we have only feature 1 in there, right? Feature 3 is also disabled, and last is feature 4. So the user is currently on what, silver tier plan. So your home page only displays feature 1, right? Because in your feature mapping, you have clearly established that your silver tier plan only contains feature 1, right? So if you want to change it, if we go over the golden tier plan and just restart my application, I can see my two features because in feature mapping you do have two features, right? And if you are a diamond tier user, right, and if you restart your application, you'll see all your features because in feature mapping I do have all my features in my diamond tier plan. Now the main logic, your optimizations, your technique, your algorithms can change. Of course, it's quite optimized. We do have caching in this. We do have a better state management approach in this. We have to have API calls in it where we just fetch the features from our backend and we just display them according to the user types. So all those things you can do over here, but the core functionality of how feature flagging works, right, in the most cleanest way is this, that you do have a feature manager class which is singleton. So where is that? Yeah, so you do have this feature manager class which is singleton, and only one instance of this is initialized, right? So this is the cleanest approach. This is the most practical approach you'll see on how to establish feature flagging. So yeah, that's it for the coding part. We move on to here, and I'll yeah. So what we have covered till now is we understood like what is feature flagging through an example, through a definition, right? We understood what are its advantages. We got to know how we can implement it by doing actual coding, right? So all this logic, this can be combined like this. Your subscription plan interacts with your feature mapping. Your features interact with your feature mapping. Your feature mapping interacts with your feature manager. Your feature manager is called to check if the feature is in the user's current subscription plan. And finally, your uh, feature manager checks that, okay, according to your subscription plan, you'll be able to see the features you are subscribed to. So yeah, this is all of it. Right, this is what feature flagging in the most simplest terms. Now, just to take a quick look, what we have done, we have launched our app. We have if you want, you do have a user authentication. After that, you can fetch what subscription tier the user in, right? Then you can fetch feature flags also if you want to from your APIs as well. Like what features do you want? And for each feature, you just check through your feature manager that okay, is this feature flag enabled? Like is this feature flag or this feature is available in the current users plan? So if yes, if it's available, then yes, you can enable the feature for the user. Right. So this is a little bit an advanced approach where you also fetch the feature flags from an API. Uh, this is something more advanced. This is something more complex than we did. We just simply established this feature flagging in our application locally without ever what you can say without actually interacting with our backend. So your approach, your use cases, your algorithms can be different, but the core concept, the core logic on how to establish feature flagging in a most simplest way is this. You can, of course, have different workarounds on top of it. Right. So that's it for it. Yeah. See you the next time.